Alright, part 2 for Nixon's VOD review. I'm just going to go right into Junkertown. Well, actually, I'll talk about basically takeaways from your first couple of maps where you're playing Monkey. Let me get my pen. That's not my pen. There we go. So, okay. I think big thing is you're kind of reactive in your play style when we're playing dive. You don't really I think you don't really know what to look for what to initiate a dive with. Um so like rotations are a big thing to look for. Um when you on offense or on defense really, and the enemy is going to be rotating through like to get a good positioning. For example, going to the high ground on like Dorado, for example, where they go from the high ground spamming with their like poke composition, then they rotate back to the low ground to stop the cart push. That kind of scenario is what you want to be looking for to be initiating a dive, because it's really easy to catch someone out in that kind of scenario. Um, Especially at our level of play, it's a really easy way to find a dive. Um, then let me think other things. Finding like a good Discord. If we manage to land a good Discord onto like not always even just the Zen on the enemy team. I think probably what we struggle the most with is playing dive v dive. I think dive into our the other compositions we're pretty good at. Probably poke is another weak one, but I think we don't totally understand the dive v dive mirror. Um, and in that we just have to be like out positioning, and playing in areas where you can just get like the drop on the enemy rather than having to initiate from like a really far distance. You want to be setting yourself up for a fight, and making sure that like the rest of your team is also with you, to where you can just go drop onto enemy. For example, like on Gibraltar, where we on first, where we just drop onto the enemy from the high ground as they start pushing the cart. That's the kind of thing you want to be looking to force on every map, and you want to be thinking about your position, so that you don't have to use jump. You conserve your cooldowns to be able to maximize your time in the fight, and like rotating through your shields and all that. Your shield usage is really good. You're really conservative with your shield. I like that. Um, but yeah, and I think just being like, I don't know, confident that you'll be able to make a play and have your team support you as well. As long as you call and calm what you're going to be doing, calming is also really important. Um, when you're playing the monkey, which you're pretty good about, but can always, um, I don't know, just being more on the lookout for plays, I think. All right, but anyway, that's your dive. Well, your dive seems good, but your Orisa is a bit of it's rough. It's rough.
Welcome to Junkertown.
So we're playing Mirror. We're playing brawl or like poke comp Mirror, right? So we have Widow that can make picks. We have Zen that can make picks. Sigma that can also help with making picks, and they have all of the same heroes. So what is your goal as the Orisa in this comp? You want to be aggressing into their Orisa, whenever possible. Well, I guess we're on defense actually. So you want to be controlling the space. When we're on defense, you want to be controlling this area that we're eventually going to fall back to. So we have to control this area, we have to control this area, and ideally we control this area. This is the part that's like most hotly contested. But the area that you're contesting is just the cart, and the cart path is obviously right here, so you are set up here with your shield. Occasionally, or like if necessary, you rotate between here and here. As like if the enemy team like decides to come this way or really commit resources to this way, or same thing if they commit resources this way, you can move this way, but I don't think you really ever need to do that. But yeah, in general, right here is where you're going to be playing. And this is the spot that you do not want to give up, and you want to make sure that your team is helping you not give it up. If you are getting really pushed, you need to call like, okay, they're really pushing me, and make sure that like we have BAP lamp, we have whatever is there to help you. And then at the same time as controlling that space, you have to like also be looking to make picks and find advantages in the fight or using your halt, because your halt is fucking OP, dude. There's no excuse for you to not be able to make shit happen with halt. You really just have to get good at it. I don't know what else to tell you. You have to be able to pull people off of high grounds. You have to be able to pull people out of shield LOS, pull people into Widow LOS. Maybe that's something that Terran would probably help you with as well. If he's on the Widow and he sees like a target, like for example, the Zen, you can call, can you pull the Zen in the backline? Playing for that team, because Orisa is the most teamwork-based tank in the game, in my opinion. She has the least agency on her own, but the most utility with her teammates. So using your halt to help your team is extremely OP. Forcing positioning, forcing picks, all that stuff. Okay. So you rotate down here. This is good, just kind of shooting. Fine. Okay. You can see a halt here. See a what the fuck? What kind of halt is that, dude? What the fuck are you pulling? There's nobody here. Why don't you pull the Zen? What do you pull on the cart? This Orisa looks free. Your sightlines are good. Your sightline's good to pull the Zen. Why do you throw your halt there? I guess you were trying to pick off the Sigma, maybe, but that's just not gonna happen. Alright, keep just spamming the shield. Alright, you have a halt up again. You could pull that BAP. So right here, I'm thinking you could pull this BAP. You can pull on card again. Roan is a bit out of position here. He's fine though. You pull air. I don't know. You have to learn that range. You just have to learn the range. Roan dies. Unlucky. I don't know what happened there. But you're in a rough spot now. So okay, let's talk retreat spots for you. So you just lost Roan. Where can you fall back to? Because now they're gonna push you. You see how they're. Let's look at their control here. We own this. We're very quickly losing this because Matt's getting pushed by the Sigma. If he beats the Sigma, then maybe we can retake this area. But then now they control all this. Lots of good sightlines for their Widow. You can see our Widow. For one thing, he's stunned, but his sightlines are less than great. So we have to really give up space until we get Roan back or we get an ultimate. Chances of an ultimate are looking pretty slim right now. Luckily, it's the same for them, but we do need to fall back. So I think right here is where you can fall back to. Let's go down. So right about here, I think, is an okay spot to fall back to, because right here you're gonna get pushed really hard, and you just have to make sure that you're able to live. Okay, Matt loses on the flank, so Tarim loses. Okay, well, I mean, at this point, it's lost. We should die in cart. Yeah. So what could you have done there? You could have tried to force a pick somewhere. We know that most teams are going to send their Sigma Widow over here. Helping your Widow with like a halt onto this side. It could be really good. If Tarim's on and he's hitting his shots, he can hit that headshot really easily if you hit a halt onto the Widow. Also forces her grapple, so if we are pushing that side, for example with our Sigma, that will let us, it'll help Sigma push that angle as well. And forcing a pick down main is, you know, possible, but harder for sure. Okay. Okay. It's a fine pull. Okay, you get forced off. We have a pick. A pretty decent pick, and you have your bongo. So right here, I want to see you walking in, trying to farm your bongo, and displacing it. Oh, man. Drone got pulled, so I don't know. You maybe could have shielded more aggressively there. I think you probably could have. And yeah, like that halt's going nowhere, man. I don't know where you're throwing it. You just gold for no reason. Okay. Why don't you pull that guy? He forces shift at least. Your halt is what, like an 8-second cooldown, I think? Why are we fighting here, guys? What is this? What is this, guys? Have we never played this map? In comp even? Why do we fight here? We should try to... Let me think. What should we try to do here? I mean, retaking is really hard on Junkertown, right? This is one of the most snowbally maps. But I definitely think popping out on this high ground, committing window here is not really going to net us very much. Because where can we move from here? Our only option is really to move, drop down onto the cart, exposing ourselves very much to the Widow. And what do we gain from this high ground? We momentarily gained some okay angles, I guess, for our Sigma. Not even really. Where's Tarim playing? Tarim's coming up here. Okay. So we window. We're gonna get a pick. Well, where does your pull land? Let's see. Your pull is nowhere. Your pull is nowhere. Okay, Tarim dies. Now we have to move to contest. Okay. Yeah, so I think in the future we should just walk out down here, because what this allows is at least cover for our healers as we contest the cart with our tanks. Whereas up here we have to eventually drop and just get shot to death by their setup on the high ground. Like, even if their Orisa BAP isn't playing up here, which, like, I don't know, they shouldn't be playing up here because this is just a weird angle. But we kind of hand it to them. But yeah, in the future, just walk out from the mega room. Make sure you call that so that everybody's behind you. Okay. Right here. Okay, you see the Sigma up there. In the future, probably we want to be trying to pull that Sigma off when you can, when you see an angle for it. He's playing pretty safely right now, but as you move in, you can try. Okay. Again, your pull just gets nothing. The trance. Okay, I think you should bongo here. This is probably the best chance that we've had at a fight win. Okay, you're not bongoing. Why aren't you bongoing? I mean, I guess, well, okay, at this point it was 1-3, but like, we had a chance at the fight because we had our ultimates and we were popping our ultimates. I mean, I guess we kind of throw away our trance, kind of throw away our echo ult as well. Kind of get nothing with our sig ult, yeah, but like, I don't know. I think probably you still should use Bongo here because it's a team fight that we had the potential of winning, and if we hadn't like whiffed our ultimates, the Bongo probably would have helped. But, okay, you're just gonna hold on to it. Okay, so again, that Sigma is up on the high ground, and you saw him. Okay, you're gonna Bongo early. Good. Pull nothing again. Okay. Like, yeah, if we play Orisa, and we kind of have to play Orisa on this point, or this map, I mean, and you halt like that, we're gonna get rolled over. We're gonna get smoked. It's gonna be tragic. Okay, kind of pull them, but you don't pull them at an angle to pull them off the high ground. I can't like. I mean, I can show you in like a custom game if you want. I can shoot the halts for you, so that you can see where you can shoot them. But like, I think you just need to practice. Okay, where's this window at? This window is behind you. Yeah, we need to be throwing our windows in front of you. Okay, that was a bit closer. You almost had it. You're gonna die. Okay. Looks like it's lost. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of misplays that were more than your own. I'll give you that. But your missing of halt, like I think every time you threw it, does not help. There's a lot of people who made mistakes, a lot of people that like could have played better for sure. I think actually 6 of us could have played a lot better, significantly better on this map. But like just missing halt like that is shouldn't happen. For a player of your level, I don't know if you just don't play Orisa at all, but you need to learn.
Ready for battle.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you see this Sigma use shift. He can no longer eat your pull. I would halt him. Throw a halt on him and try to rock him and get some damage on him. Okay, well you don't. Okay. That pull's okay, you don't really get too much from it. You know that the Sigma's playing over there. Okay. See, we're trying to do the little strat thing that we were trying to execute, but we don't have your healers behind you, so it's not gonna work out. Okay, you pull again. Force gold, okay, that's something. That Orisa probably didn't need to gold, but she did, so you should be pushing her. Should be pushing her, should be pushing her. She doesn't have gold. Push her. Okay, and so you're gonna come out this way, and what will we get from this? Nothing. We're gonna feed. Okay, at least we're kind of charging our window. Okay. Another pull. It's okay. What could you be pulling instead? I guess from the angle that you're playing, you can't really pull anything. I think you just have to hope that Roan and Taerim can 2v1 and open up that angle so that they can start collapsing. But we never really win that 2v1 either. Kind of a lack of coordination on that aspect. So yeah, you see how they eventually their main tank just held right here. The main tank she doesn't even have to do too much, really. She just throws a halt maybe every once in a while. Actually, let's watch what this guy does. See, okay. Let me go back a little more. Good. So here they started holding here. He shields rather aggressively. He's playing in the cover. Pull to try to help his Sigma. So he's thinking about that flank fight because he knows it's going on. Shooting you again. Uses his gold for no reason. Pulls, gets a lot of damage onto Ethan, makes him scared, makes him use shift. Good ability forcing. Okay, now he knows that you're over here. He's like, okay, what the fuck is this guy doing? They get a Discord on you, so like they're just gonna push you, try to kill you. Okay, and rotate back. And yeah, he doesn't have to do much. He just has to hold this. Keeps wasting his gold, and we're never punishing him for it, which is kind of frustrating. Okay, and now they managed to get a pick off, and they're gonna push in. That's another good pull from them, and yeah. And now you see you're 70, 75 on ult. He's at it. I mean, I guess they did win the fight, so that accounts for the difference. But okay, a pull. Why not pull? Okay, okay, good pull. Will you get the kill? Not quite. I mean, that was the right idea though. Pulling to try to get that pick off on the Widow. It's a good idea. You saw that this guy's shield was breaking, right? You see that his shield is breaking and it's on cooldown. So you should shield aggressively. You have your shield cooldown. He doesn't have his shield cooldown. You should put your shield like in his face. They're still going to break it rather quickly, but it will at least force him back. And it will allow for more space. Maybe we collapse onto this Sigma. Hopefully we finally collapse onto this fucking Sigma, dude. He's literally 1v2ing. He's about to be like 1v4ing. But like what you should be doing is shielding aggressively there. Instead you kind of just shield normally and like just let them go at you. Okay, this looks like the best chance we've had a fight win. Oh, and there it goes. Did we win? We did not win.
Installing update.
Okay, now we're gonna send you over here. Okay, you pull him. Don't really pull him. He doesn't actually lose any positioning from your pull. But now they're just gonna vibe. Okay. You wanna throw down your bongo? No? Okay. We'll just get rolled over then. Okay. More time. Oh, nice. We don't get anything for it. That guy's just gonna chill on our flank again. Okay. They have all of their ultimates. We have very much nothing. We get a pick though. Okay, good shield. Good shield aggressively there. Oh, that halt's unfortunate. Could have hit the BAP, I think. And it's lost. So okay. What should you be doing? Shield aggressively. This is something with like cooldown tracking. You have to recognize that the enemy team's shield is on cooldown, and if yours isn't on cooldown, shield aggressively. Um, yeah, it's just like this matchup, this Orisa versus Orisa matchup is extremely boring, and I know it's really like it's really more mental than anything else. There's no mechanics to it, no like outplaying, no mind games really. It's just okay, can I time my shield better than his shield? Can I use my fortify better than he was using his fortify? Because his fortify usage was garbage. Your fortify usage was like meh. It was fine. There wasn't like any glaring mistakes. But yeah, you should be punishing this guy using gold, because he was just fucking throwing it around. So you should be pushing this guy when he uses his gold, because his gold is a longer cooldown than your halt. So I think maybe read up on the cooldowns of Orisa, and just get good at like tracking those cooldowns. Another thing is using halt, other than just landing it, which should be your first focus. Just, landing the basic ability. I want you to think about how you can use it to assist your team. Pulling people out of positioning, pulling people off of high grounds, pulling, especially like immobile characters, pulling to help your Widow get sightlines, pulling to help Roan get like a rock left click combo, pulling for window, especially really, really strong combo. Pulling as we window is extremely OP. Have to make sure that we have a pull up for when we window. Pulling for, honestly, even just like echo, right clicks. Yeah, just coordinating with your team. That is after you can just land the ability. So, yeah, practice some more on Echo or on Orisa. And your ultimates, just use it, man. Just fucking throw it down and hope for the best. Hope that like your positioning of your ults were good. Like you weren't just throwing them in bad spots. So I'm glad to see that. But you should just, I don't know, just use it, dude. It's not a terribly strong ultimate. Charge is kind of slow, yes, but I think if you can just use it to help your team force a win, especially on this map where we kind of struggle, I think you should just do it. If you got any questions, of course, let me know. If you want, I can look for some kind of like halt practice thing for you and send you it. But yeah, just practice, and if you got any questions, let me know.